Gracias. Ciao, amigo. Ciao.
Sorry, it's embargoed until 2 p.m. tomorrow.
So you've said what your plans will be for the Palace game. How will you approach the two league games before that?
The same.
The same. Is there a balance between keeping your players fit and resting them for the final?
I have to give some minutes to everyone because we have only 15 players. We don't have more, we have only 15. So I have to play them, but I have to play them mixed. I have to play them by periods. And I don't have another solution. I don't have another solution. In the Premier League we can only finish 5th or 6th, I think. I don't think we can finish 7th or we can finish 4th. So 5th or 6th. And we can win a trophy. And by winning that trophy we can play Champions League next season. So that's the game. But obviously, like we did against Arsenal, we didn't throw the match away. We played, we tried to win, we gave a difficult match to our opponent. We had our chances to get a different result. And that's what we are going to do. We are not going to say that matches are not important. Matches are important. But we have one that is more important than others. But the match Sunday is important for us too.
Jose, is it too strong to say that the final will determine whether this season for you and for Manchester United is a success or a failure, given the enormous...
I think by you media, I think you have the right to say, and I think it makes sense to say, but I don't feel like that. I don't want the players to feel like that. I don't think the board feels like that, because we work very hard. We worked very hard. I probably worked this season harder than ever. So I don't, on my personal analyze, I don't think that way. But if I was in your side, if I was in your chair, makes...
It's fair that we do think like that.
Yeah, I think it is. I think it is. We won a League Cup, we won a Community Shield. Until the injuries arrived, we fought for the Premier League top 4. We had a fantastic record of 25 matches. We did things that nobody did in this club in the first season, like winning a trophy, like having the record of Manchester United in the Premier League unbeatable, like reaching an European final. We had good things, but if I was in your side and you are always looking for this kind of capital letters, big headlines, I accept if you say that.
Jose, you mentioned about the changes, about the players that you have available as well. How much of a dilemma do you have now with your goalkeeper situation with the final Premier League games, and obviously with the final in mind?
No dilemma. No dilemma. No dilemma. They are two fantastic goalkeepers. I never saw in all my career two goalkeepers to be so friends, because it's a position where you have always a little bit of a rivalry, especially if you are both the same kind of level. We are speaking about Argentina national goalkeeper and Spain national goalkeeper. They are so friends and they support each other all the time. I never saw a bad face. I always saw them supporting each other. I think it's fair that Sergio is going to play the final and David accepts accepts that, especially because he played already Europa League matches, and in case of we are happy to win the trophy, David wins the trophy because he played 2 matches against Feyenoord and against Fenerbahce. But if everything goes normal and we have no problems, Sergio plays the final.
Okay, last 2 questions, one here and one there.
Will Arifai find it difficult, do you think, in the coming days, because he played so well this season, he's now going to miss the final?
I don't think. I don't know the incident. I didn't see. I don't want to see now. Maybe tomorrow. But even if it was unfair, I don't know. But even if it was unfair, I don't think UEFA rules will allow any chance of appeal. So I don't think he plays the final. So if he doesn't play the final, he has to play the remaining matches in the Premier League and give rest to some of the others.
Okay, last question.
You said earlier that you've had to work, that you yourself have had to work harder than this season than any other one. Is that because the players have needed more help from you, or is it the injuries? What is it in particular?
The players and the club. The players and the club. Sometimes you get into big clubs in difficult moments and the work is harder than you get a smaller club in a moment of a positive explosion. Very hard season. Very hard season. Some invisible work at your eyes. But when I analyze my work in the globality, because better than anyone, I know what I did, I know what I had to do. But again, I accept that at your eyes are the football results that make that decision. And I'm ready for that.
Okay guys, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. To go.
Yeah.
Do you think, with the Premier League season finishing 3 days before the Europa League final, do you think the Premier League could do more to enhance the opportunities and chances of English teams? Because that break simply isn't enough in terms of time and recovery.
No. It's nothing to do. I cannot change anything. Even if Paris doesn't need the last game, I don't think they can put the game on Saturday because we play Southampton 2 days before. So when you accumulate matches until the end of the season, and when they put matches in the last week of the season, there is no chance. You are lucky than me because you have a gift, eh? Yeah. What's that? Let's see.
Was that off?
This one.